Is a post-Christmas Bitcoin rally coming? We have some news that potentially will say yes. We are sharing my portfolio and we're giving you a chance to rate it, so you do not want to miss that. We also have news on Cardano near protocol. The markets are tanking. Mt. Gox distributions have begun, and some positive market sentiment going into the new year on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go. Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, well, Merry Christmas. Second of all, we bring the entertainment content. We're like Santa Claus, but for YouTube and for Bitcoin information. Normally, you get the stale, boring, and, well, mundane stuff from other channels. We repackage that thing up. Excellent. Ho, ho, ho. Don't talk about yourself like that. How was your Christmas? Man, it was good. Yeah. Cookies they left out for Santa this year was delicious. I hope my kids aren't watching.
You ate Santa's cookies?
Yeah. Hope you guys all had a great Christmas.
You're not gonna ask how my Christmas was?
Oh, sorry. How was your Christmas, Rob?
It was good.
Wow. Now, we hope your Christmas was great. We also have Ashley joining us. Ashley, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was lovely.
What'd you do?
Good.
What was your favorite present?
I haven't opened my presents yet.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
You're supposed to open them on Christmas.
Well, I
That's the point.
didn't
Why?
because my family left me for Christmas.
Aw, can we get sad music? Womp, womp, womp. Man, we got a packed show today. We're not going to waste any time. Let's jump. Okay, before we jump in, I'm sorry. I have to share this. This is for real, bro. This is from the IRS website. Income from illegal activities such as money from dealing illegal drugs must be included in your income. Can you believe this? Now they're going after drug dealers, man. What is wrong with you, IRS? First, our Venmos, now drug dealers, leave them alone.
And stolen property, too.
They spur the economy. Damn it. Anyway, speaking of spurring the economy, is Bitcoin getting ready for a big post-Christmas rally heading into the end of 2023? Potentially. And we have some reasons why. This is from James Safer. Seed movements do not mean launch. So here's a big piece of news. BlackRock is planning to make moves on January 3rd, which is also the day James is joining us. So James from Bloomberg will be joining us on January 3rd to talk about ETFs. And it looks like BlackRock is looking to seed $10 million worth of the ETF. And so the ETF is literally like 3 weeks away, 2.5, 3 weeks away. We have this headline from Cointelegraph. Spot Bitcoin ETF inflows could dwarf all 150 crypto ETF products today. United States approved spot ETF funds could end up dwarfing the entire 50 billion crypto-related ETF market today. This is according to BitMEX research. Market commentators believe the approval of a spot ETF, which is widely pegged to be approved by the SEC as early as January 10th, could eventually double the amount of money invested in crypto ETPs. Now, if you're not familiar with the term ETP, it is literally interchangeable with ETF. On December 14th, crypto investment fund Bitwise predicted that spot ETFs would be the most successful ETF product ever launched, expecting them to capture some $72 billion in assets within the next 5 years. I think that's lowballing. This is my personal opinion. Then we have this, a look at crypto ETF milestones in 2023 and where spot ETF stands. Several crypto ETF firsts in 2023 have perhaps been overshadowed by the unresolved spot ETF saga. Volatility shares 2x Bitcoin strategy ETF has grown roughly to about $170 million. As for crypto funds seeing investor interest of late, the first and largest Bitcoin futures ETF, which is the ProShares, saw its assets under management peak at $1.7 billion earlier this month. But Bloomberg intelligence analyst Eric Balchunas said on a Bloomberg TV last month there could be an exodus of assets from the formerly stated ETFs into a new spot ETF. And then here's a chart of the futures ETF for ProShares. That has been ticking up, got it to an all-time high back in the early December. Now, Robin, here's an angle I want to share with you. 1.7 billion, then you have 170 million. What if are we not paying enough attention to not only new liquidity coming in, but the liquidity that's already in the futures market starting to make its way into the spot market?
Yes. There's a lot of people that wanted exposure to Bitcoin. They decided to buy the futures and they've been waiting for the spot product. And, well, it's almost here. I wish Santa would have brought it for me, but we will take it. A couple weeks later, that's fine. I'm excited, man. Like,
So
the amount of money that's going to pour in, as you said, $70 billion over the course of 5 years. I think that's going to be.
I didn't say that. The analyst said
Yeah,
that.
but
I actually think that's
that's short. And then what you don't take into consideration, because there's been a lot of comparisons to gold ETF. And here's the thing. Gold, you were able, as a traditional investor, as a company, you were able to get exposure to gold in other ways that wasn't frowned upon, or you weren't under the scrutiny of the SEC. So historically, American-based companies have always had exposure to gold, even before the ETF. ETF went live, it was in the 80s, late 80s or early 90s.
The gold ETF?
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A spot gold ETF early
Yeah.
2000, like 2004.
Okay. So I just remember that it was recent. You know, it isn't a product that has been available for the length of
Like
Wall
20 years
Street
ago.
and trading. Yeah. So it's a product that's relatively new. And so companies have historically had exposure to gold up until that point. What we see now is that companies don't have exposure to Bitcoin prior to the ETF. And so it's a product that, well, one, they might be scared to allocate to because of the regulatory uncertainty. This all gets removed with the ETF. There's really no vulnerability from the regulators to companies if you want to get exposure to Bitcoin. So basically, you're allowing companies that have always dismissed Bitcoin as we can't invest in it because the US regulators don't like it. You now can just get into it. Unlike gold, everyone already had positions on gold, and then there was just a new way of buying and holding gold assets, right?
Obviously, gold's been around for 5,000 years, right?
Yeah.
So people have always speculated, held gold. Bitcoin's only been around for 15 years. And now you're getting the means for traditional markets, traditional investors to be able to invest in it. It's a pretty no-brainer. Also, I have a question. Do you think, right? So BlackRock, $10 million seeding on January 3rd. You think the markets are going to try to front run that, and then we can see a $45,000, $48,000 Bitcoin before the year ends?
45, 48 before the year ends. 5 days. So by Friday.
No, by let's say Sunday, 31st.
I don't know. 48. I don't think we'll cross 48. Not by Sunday. I do think that we will. 45 is definitely on the table. Wouldn't be surprised if we get to 45.
I still
Just a
think
lot of resistance at 45. I mean,
There
if you look at the chart, I just think without the ETF physically being announced, and you know the vacation, the Christmas vacation here in the States, it does extend way past Christmas. And so if you don't live here in the United States, when you take holiday or vacation for Christmas, it generally stretches out to after New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And so if that's the case, there's just no way they're going to approve the ETF at this point by the end of the year. And so for that reason, we're not going to cross the strong 45K resistance point. I mean, Bitcoin will always surprise you, but in my opinion, I just don't see it.
You know what doesn't surprise me? Is our channel sponsor, because they've been sponsoring us for a very long time, and that is none other than Cam's Blue Wire Technology. If you run a business and you want to maximize your networking, IT, and your cybersecurity, there is no better company that's going to guide you and give you all the answers that you don't have than Cam's Blue Wire Tech. Visit bluewiretech.com or click the link in the description of this video.
You know what's surprising to me? is how few of a likes we got on this damn video. Not even 50.
Heck, man.
First of all, we got 136 viewers. We only got 40 something likes. Unacceptable. Did you not have a good Christmas? Is that why you're not hitting the like button? Also, if you are new here, say hello so we can drop an whole lot back at you. We do have Travis, Michael, Kenny G, Kuzakon, Bump It, Kenton Smith, Strong Like Wood, and then also my boy D-Fib back. What's up, D-Fib?
Damn.
And then
Remember when D-Fib came in the studio? You weren't here?
Yeah. What was I? Sick that day or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways. Hola! Welcome.
Also, a big shout out to Swashbuckling Scallywag. Welcome to the channel. Guys, look at this. Barry Silbert and Mark Murphy, right? Barry Silbert, owner, founder, DCG, right? That also owns Grayscale. They have stepped down. As of January 1st, they will step down. A lot of people are speculating that this was a prerequisite for Grayscale to get the green light from the SEC for the conversion of their trust to a spot ETF. Barry Silbert has been in a shitstorm. He's being sued by Genesis. Genesis, and he's being sued by Gemini. DCG owns a lot of companies. They own CoinDesk, unless they recently got sold. Foundry, which is a large mining facility, and also GBTC. So maybe another precursor to, hey, spot ETFs are coming. They're coming. Also, update from Binance. Over the next few days, Binance will be performing standard wallet maintenance. And apparently, standard wallet maintenance means that they're sending large transaction across multiple of their wallets.
Got to keep that price up. BNB token. The one token that price never goes down, but it only goes up. It also trades on their own exchange.
Kind of like Hex used to be, right?
On a side note, I made Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, right? So, damn it, Christmas.
Giving?
I was like, okay,
So
cool.
I did the Christmas dinner yesterday at my house. So I got the whole fam bam hanging out, and I got into talking about crypto, and my sister and dad were like, hey, just tell me which crypto to buy, which first of all, that's lazy. Second of all, just buy Bitcoin is usually my response. If you have some family members that want to get into crypto and you don't feel like explaining to them, and you know damn well that they're not going to spend the time and research to figure out what to buy, just tell them to buy Bitcoin and then just leave all the other smaller stuff for the weirdos.
You don't tell them any
It's
DJs?
just Bitcoin, man. That's if it's somebody that doesn't someone that doesn't have experience, and you know they're not gonna put in the time and work to keep up to date. They just want to throw their money at something and just forget about it. Bitcoin, just keep it simple. Now, I did mention, we were talking about our channel, and I was like, hey, we're gonna blow up. Like, this is gonna be a big year. And I was like, money's gonna come in. Just parents are questioning my choice of a career. They're like, you're a poor YouTuber, and I'm like, well, 2024, we will turn this thing around. And they were like, well, why are you so sure of it? And so, anyways, I go over here and I'm explaining to my parents. I'm like, hey, the market's gonna rip. They're like, how do you know? And then my simple short answer for them was, hey, well, you're going to now be able to buy and sell Bitcoin on the stock exchange. So anybody and everybody can buy Bitcoin, even you, Dad, as a product on the stock exchange. So
And what was his reaction?
I think he got back to eating the steak and then just didn't even listen to me. That's generally how it goes. So
Fair enough.
kind of like you do.
I'm still getting a lot of people hitting me up. Is it a good time to buy? Should I buy? Should I buy? Yes, you should always buy. Damn it. Buy the top, sell the bottoms. That's how we roll.
There's only 2 weeks left until this thing takes off. Get your ticket now. The train is leaving.
Speaking of leaving, Richard Hart might have left the United States, but he has not left the internet. Listen to his 1-minute rant about Gary Gensler, and he brings up some very good points.
Is this where he had the green screen behind him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This one?
So he was tempting the internet. And you know what? I'm actually gonna take him up on this bet. So you guys let me know.
Are you sure it's the right one?
Yes, 100%. So I know it looks like a brown screen behind him. But anyways, he dropped a cloth behind him, which is all one solid color. Typically, the green screen is green, but it can be blue. It can be off color. Anyways, he was like, guys, throw whatever you want back there. Meme the crap out of me.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you pull up his Twitter, let me see here. Let's see what I'm talking about. Where's Richard?
Somebody says his laptop's not connected.
It is connected.
Oh, there. Oh, wow.
So if you go over here, yeah, see, Merry Christmas. I made a 1 hour and 22-minute video with a green screen, so you can put your own funny backgrounds. And you're free to upload it where you like. So I will take you up on this offer, Richard. Community, let me know what you want to see behind Richard, and then I'll put that on Twitter later today.
Thank you. Thank you for that interruption and content. Now, we do have this, as I said earlier, 10 seconds ago. Richard Hart talking about Gary Gensler. Pay attention.
Gary Gensler likes to go on television speaking outside of his capacity of the SEC. He'll go in interviews with people and say that he's not speaking on behalf of the SEC. Well, buddy, that means you're speaking on behalf of yourself, which means it's actionable. Okay, you are speaking on behalf of yourself, and you are moving markets, and you are manipulating markets. You, Gary Gensler, are manipulating markets outside of your authority at the SEC, which means you are personally responsible. You hear me hedging the heck out of my language because I don't want to catch a case. You're on record teaching at MIT saying that 75% of tokens are not securities, and then you get a job. You got your round trip. You got your revolving door. You got your 16 years at Goldman Sachs, but now you get to regulate Goldman Sachs. You get to defend all your friends that you make all your money with. It's with all your friends that you're helping out by screwing the competitors, right? I would love to see Gary Gensler catch a charge for his manipulating markets with his speech outside of his capacity at the SEC. I would love to see him catch a charge for violating his oath. I'd love to see people suing him directly. Gary Gensler.
Does he have a point, Robin? Because when Gary Gensler speaks, right? So Elon Musk caught a lot of flack. Whenever he tweets about Doge, or he went on Saturday Night Live and talked about Doge, people like Elizabeth Warren were saying, this guy needs to be in jail. He's manipulating markets. Isn't Gary Gensler doing the same thing? Doesn't what he say move the markets, usually in a negative sense, Rob?
Yes. However, he got charged by the SEC for defrauding investors and or accused by the SEC of defrauding investors for running a scam, right?
I feel like Gary Gensler has defrauded investors. Maybe
yeah,
in a more
he has.
indirect
But
way.
the dude is also, he just got charged by the SEC. Literally a week ago. So him calling for Gary Gensler to get charged, it just seems like here's the thing, like, don't all of a sudden get arrested and then say that the police department is full of fraud, right?
But
Like,
he's got
like if I get arrested,
how could you say he doesn't have a point here?
oh, he does have a point.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that dude's scorn. He's probably going to see some jail time if his boots land here in the States again, which I think he's just going to be on the run for a while. And if he's not extradited, then it's going to be hard for him to get back over here. But when he does, he's probably going to go to jail
Straight to jail.
because they want to have a trial by jury. Remember? Didn't go over very well for Sam Bankman-Fried. The dude got found guilty.
At least
Was
he's
that
still getting his man.
on 7 charges or 11 charges? Which one was it?
Dan Beckman? I think it was 8.
8 charges.
I don't know. It was a lot.
Yeah, all charges, and they didn't deliberate for long. It was like it was like an hour or two. Like, they went in the room. They're like, "Hey, we doing all the charges?" Like, yeah. Like, hey, man. Well, we got.
You know what I bet it
Let's
was?
sit in here for an hour or two, man. Y'all got. Let's Uber some. They told us we could get some free.
I was
free
literally going to say that. You know that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The guy who won at the very last question, he called his dad. He's like, hey, I don't need your help. I'm just letting you know I'm going to win $1 million. The jury room, I bet you they were like, hey, listen, this guy's
guilty.
he's guilty.
But they told us.
Anyone want to play hangman?
No, like, but they told us we could get free lunch as long as we're
We stay in
deliberating.
that
If we're deliberate, so they.
Do it for the lunch, man.
Do you think any of the jury members lost money or had an account? That probably would have got uncovered,
I
right?
don't know.
In the jury screening.
That's out of my realm of
It's
expertise.
a speculation, okay?
Yes,
You
yes,
normally
for
speculate
sure.
on everything. Now all of a sudden you're free
You know,
to
I'm a
speculate.
changed man, Robin.
Oh yeah?
I'm kidding. I'm not a changed man. You know what's also not changed is the market.
Your underwear? Oh.
Yes. Wow. Jesus Christ. Let's go full screen on this one. So this one, liquidations on BTC, 128 million in the last 4 hours. And as you can see here, 93% of those were longs. As we saw Bitcoin dip under $42,000. We also have this. I like this. I'm going to start using this more so you guys can see kind of in a grand scheme, right? Like a grand picture of what tokens are overbought and what tokens are underbought, right? Oversold, overbought. So not a lot oversold as the markets have been on absolute fire. This is over the last 1 day. A couple ones that are still oversold, ONG, Jito, MBL. And then again, a majority of them are overbought. That includes Near, BNB, which probably won't matter, Gala, Quant, Audio, XYS. I mean, all of it. Mina Protocol, it is all overbought. So do with this information as you please. Just understand that markets always stabilize. Something is overbought, it starts to revert back to the mean, which is neutral. And so expect drawbacks in these, and we'll see. Let's take a look at the last 4 hours. Yeah, you can see here, a lot of this is coming back down to oversold territory now. As you can see here, if I swap from the 24-hour, you can see here to the 4-hour. I wish they had a 1 hour here. So a lot more in the oversold territory than in the overbought. Pancake token is up a lot. We'll go over that here in a second. That is still in the overbought territory. And Luna Classic is oversold. So you want a good trade, long hodl play, Luna Classic. Just kidding, of course. Then we have the Crypto Fear and Greed Index still sitting at a 71. And then as you can see here throughout history, the lowest we saw was a Fear and Greed of 9. This was back in June of last year. And have the markets changed? We are starting to see not super extreme greed. As we saw the top here, we all the way got up to the mid 90s. This was back at the end of 2020 when everyone was FOMOing in to crypto. And then we have this as well from CryptoRank.io. Token unlocks for coins with a market cap higher than, I believe, $300 million. Notable one here is Immutable X, as 2.5% of their market cap is going to be unlocked. This is over the next 2 days and 4 hours. This tokenomics here, you still have 65% that is unlocked and 35% that is locked. So 65% circulating supply, which is, it's okay, right? Sui's got another 6.6% of their market cap being unlocked over the next 1 week. And those are it for the big ones over the next 1 week. So if you are a day trader or a scalp trader, these are important things to keep in mind, as you never know if these tokens will get dumped and, instead of a token rallying, it might push the token price down. Then we have this. Christmas fuels $100 million in crypto inflows following the previous week's plunge. Altcoins including Solana, Cardano, XRP, and Chainlink emerged as winners, attracting 21 million in inflows the previous week. Then as far as markets, Robin, I'll throw it to you.
All right, so taking a look at the markets, Bitcoin has pulled back to $42,236. So a little fall off from where we were. But you think people are selling Bitcoin to pay the credit cards down that they ran up during the Christmas holidays?
Potentially.
Yeah, so nothing too crazy. So this week we were above 43,000. So average of 43.5, and now we're at 42.2. But this is kind of the same area we were exactly a week ago. So no big concern on my end. But when you zoom out, take a look at the 1 month, you can see that we started December back in under 40K. And, well, taking a look at the 1 year, if it makes you feel any better, year in review. Well, if you know nothing about charts, perhaps if you're a producer here, you don't really know much about Bitcoin's price movement.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay, relax.
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying that, you were asking me about the price movement. So here's
No, I was not.
yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Don't throw our girl Ashley under the bus.
We were
man.
talking
No, for
charts.
real.
We were talking charts,
Okay.
but 16,000. It doesn't take an expert to realize that this is what you want to see for market movement up and to the right. Basically, everybody's making money. There you go. Now, as far as the rest of the markets, the altcoin market, you have PancakeSwap up 18%. Sui up 22% just on the day. PancakeSwap over 50% on the week. There's something going on here.
They're doing an upgrade.
Yeah.
They're doing an upgrade. I think they're cutting their supply down by a third, I believe. I could be wrong. So yeah.
And then we got Render. So it's just a lot of green in the altcoin markets, right? And we're starting to see that consolidation phase. And there are some that
Let me ask
are.
a question. Would you pick up? Is it a good idea to pick up Bonk down 13% on this dip? Because even in bull markets, right, you can still buy the dip, right? Larger dips, 10, 15, 20% dips. Like Solana, down 12.5%. Is that enough of a dip for you to buy some more Solana?
I don't want. First of all, I don't have any interest in picking a Bonk. If I'm going to get exposure to a meme coin, it will be prior to it entering into the top 100. Unless I decide to expand my position on Doge or with shipping, I don't have any position on shipping. But if I were outside of Doge, if there's a meme coin, it cracks the top 100, I don't want anything to do with it. At that point, yes, you might be able to get a couple X's out of it, but I just think the risk versus reward isn't there.
I 100% agree with you.
And the thing is you can make money, but how many other projects in the top 100 have less risk reward, right? They have just as much upside, if not potentially more. However, don't carry the downside risk. And you could take any of the prominent layer ones in the top 100, and I just know they're not going to go backwards, right? They're not going to retreat. They're not going to, like, Near Protocol isn't going to lose market cap over the next 6 months. Like, I can confidently say that, unless there's an absolute protocol failure, right? Unless, there's some kind of exploit, hack, seed phrase issues, Hedera, Immutable, Filecoin, Stacks. Caspa's pretty new, but you could throw them in there too. And so none of these are going to lose market cap. Now, they might lose compared to BTC or ETH as far as a trading pair. It might be smarter to hold Ethereum than it would some of these altcoins. Yeah.
Are you talking about market cap dominance? I think
I'm talking
you're saying it's
about
You're saying it's not going to lose market cap, so you're saying it's not going to go down in price, or it's not
going to this number here is not going to go backwards. Algorand is not going to go under $1 billion. Put it that way.
Okay.
And you can make this case for meme coins. You crack the top 100, and as a meme coin, you crack the top 100, you go into the top 50, you're over $1 billion. When I look at them, like, you might lose market cap. People might sell, and this number might go under $1 billion. The exact example here, Bonk, under $1 billion. Now, risk versus reward, could Bonk rebound? Sure. But at the same time, this $900 million market cap could go all the way down to 400 million. You could lose half of your investment, right? But I could tell you with certainty, barring some kind of event, these large layer ones here are not going to go backwards in market cap, not in the next year, not during this next bull market that's coming up. Algorand is not going to go under $1 billion market cap. Sorry. Money's going to keep coming in, and there's just not enough sell pressure with these large projects that it's going to tank the price. But the only thing that's stopping the price of meme coins from tanking is the community finding another project to move over to. And so if you feel like, oh man, I got $10,000 in Bonk, I got $1,000 in Bonk, and you know what? There's a new meme coin. What do you think they're going to sell first? They're going to sell the Bonk. right? You're going to move your speculative money around. You're going to get out of that project. And then if you have Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or, Algorand, Stacks, wherever your heart lies as far as these layer ones, you're going to keep those there. And you're going to sell your speculative stuff, especially if it's already pumped. And you're going to move it over. Trying to catch the next one. That's the reality of it. So for me, I want no meme coins in the top 100. But I do like Doge. You want to know why?
Why?
Elon Musk, man.
Wow.
X, it's going to be a form of payment.
I agree.
You agree?
I think it will. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's only a matter of time. And it's, yeah.
I do have a Bitcoin chart I want to share. It says Bitcoin on the 1 hour. I got a 10 and a 21-day exponential moving average plotted here. And what I noticed here is this thing usually doesn't break below the 21-day exponential moving average. It'll wick down there, then it'll pump right back up, right? It'll kind of enter into this channel between the two moving averages, and it'll pump back up. Well, where are we at currently? We broke under the 21-day moving average. And the last time we did that, we saw a rally from bottom to top of about 6.5%. If we see the same thing here, bottom to top, 6.5%, you're looking at back to a $44,000 Bitcoin. And so I don't make the rules. I don't make the moving averages. I just plug the numbers in, and that's what it's telling me. So, Robin, 44K by tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's just get some bullhorns in here. Bow, 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 bow.
Do we even have those?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
My bad.
You good. Now, I do want to give a little love to the chat. We got 220 viewers, 105 likes, which means we're still under the 50% like ratio, but we're trending in the right direction. The 20-minute moving average on the like button is going up.
Wow.
So do us a favor. Hit the like button. Also, if you are new here, say hello so we can drop an hola back at you. We do have Angry Pistons, Eric MC, GT Nuts, Adam Ski, Inspector 8, Bailey, George C, 3 Mucho, Andy S, Chris Simpson, Mike Play. To all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, the chat seems pretty quiet. It seems like a snooze fest here. So what I would like to do is I would like to start an hola train. So I will put the first hola. What we'd like to do is see over 200 holas spam the chat and then just have this thing rolling like, I don't have an analogy, but
Thank you,
yeah,
Rob.
let's get it rolling. Thank you.
Angry Piston says, why is no one talking about Chainlink? I've talked about Chainlink so much, my mouth got dry.
And then Chris Simpson has been talking about Bitcoin Cash for it's the second time he's mentioned it.
Wow. Chris Simpson.
My thoughts on Bitcoin Cash, it's trash.
Thank you very much.
It's an imposter.
You know what?
It's like the when you go to the grocery store and you have the good product, like just say like Hidden Valley Ranch, for example. And then you have the great value, the smart buy, the store brand, and it just doesn't have the same great consistency or flavor. It's the same thing. It's an imposter. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Robin. Appreciate that. You know what some people are saying is an imposter? That is none other than Phantom.
Look at all those Ola.
Wow, that's a lot of Ola.
Beautiful thing.
Phantom is from Ali Charts. Phantom appears to form a W pattern on its weekly chart. If Phantom sustains a weekly close above 57 cents, it will confirm this bullish formation and march towards $1.60. So a 3x. Robin, Phantom has gone through some stuff. A hack, Andre Cornier leaving again. This thing was a linchpin of DeFi in the last cycle. Is Phantom a bargain here? Well, where's Phantom at right now? Let's take a look at
Number
FT.
53 on the CoinMarketCap.
What's the price?
Price is currently sitting at 50 cents.
What is
51 cents.
what was the last all-time high?
Historical chart, we have gotten up to almost $3. For me, the return to all-time high, it's a 6x from where it is now. I think it's gonna get left in the dust. Here's the thing. Why did people use Phantom last bull market? Well, because the layer 1 smart contract ecosystem of Ethereum was bogged down. It was slow. You had BNB, so they had to focus on DeFi on Phantom. But now every layer 1 does DeFi and it's scalable, right?
Good point.
Other than Ethereum, still slow, but all the other layer 1s, and even Ethereum has a lot of scaling solutions by, well, they do have more scaling solutions, but there's alternatives. You can stay within the Ethereum ecosystem, go with Polygon. dApps are easily ported. They're written in the same language. They're launched. They're cheaper, faster. Anyways, Polygon, which big fan of. We're waiting for the Polygon pump. Will it get to $1.50 by the end of the year? Still holding my breath. But now layer 1s you don't need an entire chain dedicated to DeFi. Now they do, it is a layer 1. You can build dApps on there, so it's not 100% just for DeFi. So they also have an ecosystem, but that's their focus. I just don't see it. I think to return to all-time high 6x, like for me, okay, here's an example. If I wanted to try to get exposure to something that had a strong performance last year and has fallen off and got punched in the mouth and their credibility is lost, I would go Harmony 1, for example. Now they printed a lot of tokens. They minted, I think it was like 30% of their supply. Harmony 1 outside of the top 100. I think it was like around 150 last time I checked. 2 cents was where it was.
Yep.
And this got up to, was it almost
30,
like 50 cents?
40 cents? 35 cents.
35 cents. So like this one did have a lot of gaming. It had the DeFi Kingdoms was originally launched on Harmony 1 before that ported over.
About a 15x.
Like I would feel more confident with this.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
Than Phantom?
I'd rather go Phantom. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, look at this chart. Even when everything's been pumping, right? Look at this. Look at the 1 year, right? Everything's kind of been pumping, and this thing is, I mean, yeah.
I think this says 10x written on it.
And yes, Harmony did get hacked, flat smack. They had a massive bridge hack.
Massive bridge hack.
It was a big one.
And then they tried to make right by printing. So I don't know what their circulating supply looks like now compared to where it was prior to the hack. And then they had this weird vote, which they're like, should we print? And then they like asked the question, and the only people that voted were like the community members that originally founded it. I don't know. I don't feel very strong about Harmony, but what I'm saying,
isn't DeFi Kingdoms built on Harmony? Ronin.
Literally what I said earlier. Were you not paying attention?
I wasn't actually.
I said exactly that. But I wouldn't feel confident about either one. But here's the thing: like, if I'm gonna go with a stained project, and Phantom had its hacks as well, right? Or they had some of their wallets drained. If I'm gonna go with a stained project, I'm gonna go further down the list. I'm not gonna stay in the top 50. That's where I'm getting at. Like, if you're gonna bet on something coming back that has had some issues, take a little more risk. Go outside the top 50. I don't know. I mean, don't you agree? If you're gonna make a top 50 play, make a top 50 play on something solid. Like, what else is in the top 50? Let's see. You got Arbitrum, Aave. Like, Aave is a no-brainer here. Flow, Blockchain, Theta, Mina Protocol. I would even throw Sandbox in them.
Yeah, Sandbox.
Dude, these are...
a lot of big money is flown into Sandbox. A lot of big money starting to flow into Sandbox.
These seem like no-brainers to me if you were to put them side by side. Hey, would you invest in Phantom or Aave? Like, the answer is so obvious, right? Right? What's the answer? Aave or Phantom?
Aave.
Yeah, exactly. And so if I'm going to go with something that's stained, that got punched in the mouth, that had some hacks or vulnerabilities that you're not sure if it's going to rebound, go further down the list. Like, make it worth it. You know, that's where I'm getting at with Harmony. I have zero faith in Harmony, but I'm just saying that if I'm going to pick one, to bounce back, I'm gonna go on something that got beat up.
Compound at 100.
Com-
Compound used to be a top 20 project.
Look, these projects here in the top 100,
Rocket Pool's an interesting one.
dude, these top 100, like there's, you want to start sniping out some altcoins to make you want to make millions of dollars this bull market, hang out in this top 100 region.
Outside the top, you mean?
Yeah, outside the top 100, yes. Because there is a couple gems in here. I mean, you got Casper here. This one, I think this is probably the sexiest play outside the top 100 for me. They had at the time the largest ICO ever when this one came out. It just fell flat, but it does have a big development team, big presence in the Middle East. And you can see that. Look at that evaluation, bro. Market makers dropped the ball on that. That's just simply what this chart tells me.
Happens all the time.
But it doesn't. Let's see if I can go back to this top 100. Now you have, Compound, super sexy. I mean, Rocket Pool, maybe even this Trust Wallet. Kusama's in here. The Kusama's a sexy play. I mean, Singularity Net, GMX.
What
why
about
not?
Dash?
That Moonbeam, man. Moonbeam, I was wearing their t-shirt yesterday. Just we're wearing it around the house. Yeah. Moonbeam, that's gorgeous. Multi ecosystem now. It was really they won the parachain auctions, the original ones on Polkadot. Radium, another Polkadot.
No, Radium
no,
is
the Solana. And then it's just a lot of alluvium here. Why not? This is where, if you guys want to allocate that 5 to 10% or 2 to 10% of your portfolio for some life-changing money, these are the ones. Ocean Protocol, this is an AI play. This was in the top 100 at one point. It fell off hard because people lost interest in AI. AI ain't going nowhere. So just wait. You just buy things like this when it's down, and you just wait for big news from Microsoft or
The next ChatGPT
from
upgrade.
ChatGPT, and then you throw some kind of crypto narrative in there too. These things are going to 2x easy. This is where the money's made.
Speaking of portfolios, I will be
Audience,
sharing
man.
my portfolio in a little bit for you to rate. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, look, Harmony won at number 170 in the coin market. All right, that's it. I'm going to stop naming off altcoins.
Thank you, Robin. We appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Speaking of altcoins, let's talk about ADA. Here's what to expect for Cardano as it closes out December. Cardano price has created 9 bullish weekly candles in 10 weeks, moving outside of a long-term range. And what I'm seeing here on the Cardano chart, this is on the weekly, looks a little bit like maybe we're starting to see a cup and handle.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know, man. Just leave me alone. We are seeing a potential cup and handle if this thing does start to trend down. And the target I'd be looking at for potentially some consolidation would be right around this 52-cent level. And if the pattern plays out, we should see a good, decent-sized move from Cardano. And if we measure the base of the cup to the handle, you're looking at and if we anticipate the breakout from this region, we could be looking at a 90-cent Cardano. So something to keep an eye on. Also, we have this. Cardano lead dev teases thrilling 2024 plans involving Arbitrum and Mina protocol. Amid the recent downturn in Ethereum sentiment, Sebastian Guillemot, who is a lead developer on Cardano, expressed enthusiasm about working with Arbitrum, hinting at an imminent fusion of Cardano with Arbitrum and Mina protocol. Mina protocol touts itself as the lightest blockchain in the world. The text unveils Mina as potential game changer, leveraging zero-knowledge layers and data availability layers to achieve unprecedented scalability. To overcome user onboarding challenges, Paima, which is the Paima Studios, which is the one, what was Paima Studios again? Paima Studios works with Mina protocol. They propose an account abstraction framework within Mina. This innovative approach allows users from diverse blockchains to seamlessly participate without the need for a Mina-specific wallet. Do you think this would do more for Cardano, Robin? The integration with Arbitrum and Mina, or for Arbitrum and Mina? So who does that a bigger impact for? Cardano or the other two? Obviously, it's going to have positive on both.
Cardano, what they need is a stronger DApp and developer community. Well, Cardano doesn't physically need, right? If we had Charles Hoskinson on the show, if we were talking to him, he would say, hey, there's thousands of dApps active that people are using. But in comparison to the large layer ones like Solana, like Ethereum, their ecosystem is pretty vast. There's a lot of people playing around in dApps. And I just think that the retail side, people like me and you, just haven't been actively using Cardano's ecosystem. And I think it's just a network effect. I think as more people discover some of the dApps on Cardano and the use cases and utility, then I think that's really the only thing holding it back from just sheer exploding, right? So you said 90 cents was a price target.
Yeah.
I think that's all it really is people just getting in and playing around with their ecosystem. I think they're doing everything right. So I think I would normally say, hey, the smaller projects, they have more upside. The large layer ones, doesn't really matter. Like if all of a sudden some new dApp launched on Ethereum or some new wallet launched on Ethereum, you'd be like, what is it more beneficial for, Ethereum or that dApp? Like Ethereum doesn't care about one more dApp, right? They already have a catalog. Like one more in a page that's 500 pages long really is not that significant for Ethereum. But however, I will say this. The one thing I think holding back Cardano is the fact that people haven't quite discovered the diverse ecosystem that they have. So the more eyeballs that go into Cardano, the better. And so I think is
also part of it. It is one of the more difficult programming languages to build on, and that is Haskell. We did have a super chat from Chris Morris. $5 said, since Rob is all about Matic, what is his price target for the next run? Real quick, Robin, what's your price target for Polygon Matic in the top of the bull market?
It is in the was it top? It was at number 13 on the CoinMarketCap list.
12 or 13.
I just gotta see where it's market. So $9 billion Polygon Matic.
Can you get to 100? If Ethereum's at 1 trillion.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Ethereum 4x. Yeah, Ethereum's gonna get to $1 trillion, by the way. Yeah, and that's not some crazy conspiracy theory. That's just a 4x from where it is. And next bull market, it will, especially the Ethereum ETF is likely to also go live sometime next year as well. And so surge of liquidity there. Yeah, I think a 10x is pretty solid for Polygon, but at 10x would put it right at $10, and $10 is going to be massive resistance. So I think actually a perfect 10x from where it is now, $9.50 would probably be my estimate there.
I don't think $10 out of the question. I think on the highest end, $12, $13. I think is potential.
I think $9. But the thing is there is a lot of, if Ethereum becomes more scalable, faster throughput, they do have which splurge, merge,
Verge.
surge. Which part of their roadmap are they on? Do you have any idea?
They're on I think they're still on the merge. I don't know.
No, they're on another one. So there's a new EIP coming out that is
4844.
Yeah, that one is
Proto-Dank sharding.
Yeah, that one's gonna address the scaling solutions. So
Vitalik still believes that dApps should be built on L2s, not on the Ethereum mainnet.
4844, right?
Yeah. I actually got a video on that coming out over the next couple of days about why Ethereum's going to pump sooner than you think it will. So let's move on to our very special Rate My Portfolio. So we did this. We let the community pick. We're very community oriented. We're doing a special edition of Rate My Portfolio. We'll be either rating David or Rob's, and you guys, by a slim margin, picked mine. And also, we did post a little giveaway for you guys. So here it was. I'll reveal my portfolio live on Tuesday. What percentage of my portfolio do you think is in Bitcoin? Closest answer without going over gets $50 in BTC. And also, I did post in here. I edited it. Here we go. You have to retweet it. So if you got it, I'm going to go here. If you didn't retweet it, you don't win. Sorry. So it's your last chance. Go and retweet this tweet. All right. So here we go. David's portfolio. You guys ready? What do you think my Bitcoin allocation is, Robin? Before I show my portfolio.
15%.
15?
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. David's portfolio. And I'm not going to give my amount of money because obviously I can't remain anonymous. But you got the percentages. My goal is a 6 to 8x. Okay, 6 to 8x. So 52.8% of my portfolio is in BTC. My second largest holding is Chainlink, coming in at 8.2%. Solana 6.8. I have 5.5% each in Avalanche and Near Protocol. I have 4% in Polygon Matic, 4% in Cardano, and others include ICP, Arweave, Algorand, Fetch.ai, Flow, XRP, Caspa, Mina, Trump Token, which is my lottery ticket, Banky, Cock Inu, Gala, and Aave. So those are my others. So, Robin, obviously not going to rate my own portfolio. What would you rate this portfolio? What do you like? What do you not like? Keep in mind, my goal is to 6 to 8x. Also, in the chat, throw your comments out there. What do you like? What do you not like? I did mention Caspa is in my other. Okay, that is part of my other. What do you think, Robin? Give me some constructive criticism. Or do you love this portfolio?
This is absolute trash dog
You're
shit.
such a
bro.
liar, dude.
It is. Why you have no ETH in there? How do you have 0 Ethereum?
I do have
like
ETH.
what is wrong with
I have
you, man?
ETH. It's an other.
No.
Okay? They smaller allocation.
Why? There's an Ethereum ETF coming out. What if the altcoin market does not rip like we expect it to? What if all of a sudden it's just a consolidation of the altcoin markets and it's an absolute pad and pump of Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're going to be traded on the New York Stock Exchange? And what if, yes, money pours over, but what if it's in a small amount compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum? You are onboarding countries, nations, corporations, nonprofits, 401ks, retirement accounts into 2 products, Bitcoin and Ethereum. You got the Bitcoin, you got no Ethereum.
I have
What is
Ethereum.
wrong with
It
you,
is
man?
an other. It is an other. I will
This you talking about that little sliver, the 6.5? What is wrong with you, man? At minimum, sell some BTC, get Ethereum.
I can't
why
sell Bitcoin.
can you not realize the absolute moonfest that Ethereum is going to have? And maybe it doesn't. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe these altcoins outperform it. But you're literally taking a product. You're taking a product that has a $200 billion market cap, which you think is going to get to $1 trillion. That's even without the ETF. Do you understand how much money is going to pour into the Ethereum network? And it is a quarter of the size of Bitcoin, and it is going to absolutely rip. Now, there's no guarantee that the ETF for Ethereum is going to come out. Ain't no guarantee. But it looks like that's the direction we're going.
It probably will.
And if it goes live, now I can tell you with certainty, ETF Ethereum goes live, it's probably gonna 7 to 10x. And I cannot say the same thing about the other ones. I can't.
Okay, so I do have a plan for Ethereum. I will take a little bit of profit off of my Bitcoin position after the ETF because we're going to see a drawback. And I'm going to allocate some of that to Ethereum. But this is where I'm at right now. So you have an issue with me not having ETH. What else?
Yes.
What else? What do you like about the portfolio?
Everything else is fine. Half of it in Bitcoin, sure. And then you got a lot in layer ones. Take some risk, man. I thought you were a risky person.
Listen, man. This money, some of this money. So my here, let's pull this back up. My 52.8% in Bitcoin. About 40% of that is what I'm never touching, right? The other, about 12.8%, is money I plan on, after we see the ETF pump, reallocating it to some of the other projects based off of the flow of how money flows into
So
crypto.
you think you're going to get a cheaper price on altcoins after BTC rips
I
over
think I'll be
50K?
able to buy more with the gains I get from Bitcoin in the altcoins, right? Because once
Okay,
the ETF goes
so-
live, everything will bleed against Bitcoin.
So your narrative here is that you're better positioned being in Bitcoin than in an altcoin right now?
Right now, yes. You don't think so with ETF coming?
You're gonna get you okay. I mean, how much percentage?
Do you agree? Do you agree that almost every coin against Bitcoin will bleed once the ETF goes live?
When you say
That
bleed-
Bitcoin will outperform the altcoin market when the
no,
ETF
we're in a bull market.
Hold on, man. We talk about all the billions of dollars that are going to flow into Bitcoin. You don't think that Bitcoin will outperform the
Okay.
altcoins when the ETF goes live? I'm not saying for the rest of time.
Okay,
I'm saying, I
Let
don't
me-
know.
Let me
for-
ask you a question. Do you have memory that goes further back than 2 years?
What is wrong with you? Yes, I do.
Okay. What happened when we had the greatest printaganza ever, where the United States government gave you 3 different checks of over $1,000, told you weren't allowed to leave your house, and here's an internet
So
connection?
you're saying we're going to see another COVID?
No, I'm
pandemic?
just asking you, historically, what happened to the price of Bitcoin? It went from 20,000 to 60,000. Nice little 3x from the beginning of the print fiasco. And you can even take the bottom, which was essentially 8. Now, I know there was a candle wick for a couple days. We're down to 3,000. But realistically, 8,000, 6 to 8,000 was the bottom of the bear market. So you had a 10x. Give me any of those altcoins. Any one of those altcoins. Did any of them underperform a 10x last bull market?
We are talking.
We went, a Cardano went from 5 cents.
We are
to
talking
$2.50.
about something that
And-
has never happened.
I understand. Okay, it's different this time. Trust me, guys. Like, yeah, keep that.
It literally is. It literally is different this time.
The markets move in a very specific way. The big assets that are harder to move,
Exactly.
move, and
Bitcoin
money
moves
trickles down.
first. BTC moves first.
And every time
Listen to me.
BTC has had a big movement, the altcoins have outperformed the bigger investment every time.
I wonder why. Because people take their profits on Bitcoin and dump it into altcoins, which is literally what I said
And
I
you're
plan on
going to
doing.
time it. You're going to time it.
I'm not going to time it perfectly.
Okay,
Of course not.
If tomorrow we woke up and Bitcoin was at $60,000, you don't think that the altcoin market's going to rip instantaneously?
No.
You think that Bitcoin will just sit up at 25% up, 50%? No, it'd be, so if we had a 50% move on Bitcoin, you're telling me that the altcoins you're going to just be at 5% up? No.
It'll be about
Every time, like,
8 to 15.
no, every time there's giant moves in Bitcoin. Bitcoin went from 38 to 44,000. The altcoin market was set on fire.
After.
We saw Solana go from $20
Solana was
to $110.
Solana was extremely undervalued.
We had Cardano up almost
Solana
50.
was not properly valued. The whole FTX thing and all that FUD. Solana needed ground to make up. I think that was
Okay.
clear. I think we can all
Cardano 2x'd.
okay.
Okay, give me another.
Bitcoin more than 2x.
In the last month, Bitcoin went from 38,000 to 42,000. Okay. And Cardano went from, in the last month, Cardano went from 38 cents to 60 cents. And so you're trying to tell me if Bitcoin hit 60,000 that the altcoins are just going to stay? It's the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. If you're going to get a position on an altcoin, do it now, because if you wait for the ETF to go live, you've missed the ticket. If anything, just DCA into Bitcoin, Put your positions in now. You're sitting at the sports book. You're looking at the horses. Don't try to pick the horse.
So so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question then, and we'll wrap it up on this. So should I right now, 2 weeks before an ETF goes live?
Yes.
Should I bring down my percentage of Bitcoin and put it
Yes.
in alts? You're fucking high. You're dumber than
Okay.
you look. You're dumber than you look.
You're telling me.
You are sitting here talking out of both sides of your damn mouth. Billions of dollars, trillions are going to flow in. Oh my God, a spot ETF, $150,000, $200,000. Yeah. Right before that happens, take money out
the
of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin ETF narrative is not for Bitcoin.
It
It's
will
for
not be a
crypto.
narrative. It'll literally be an event. It is not a narrative. It's something that's actually going to happen.
It's crypto. It's the crypto's biggest event. You're plugging in tons of money into the crypto ecosystem.
Robin, what would you rate this portfolio?
A 2.
Such a fucking hater. What would you rate the portfolio, chat? Let me take a look at.
Also, real quick, while you take a look, big shout out to all of you that are new here. We got Eat Sleep Boost Jim, Andy S, Benzo Enzo, Shizzy, Pabs B, which he said Ola with an H. Drop the H. It's OLA. And then we also have Mel, Unis, NWO, Brendan, AIQ Relations, and then was it the Doge Godfather as well, and to all of you, hola, welcome to Sin City Crypto. Over 50% like ratio. Finally, we got past it. 150 likes. And then, what were we saying, David?
So taking a look here. So these are people's guesses. 15.5%, 20.5%. Pretty close, not Kenspickle, but you went over 53.8. I'm at 52.8. So the closest is Cavalaria. Let's see if he retweeted or tweet here. Let's see. All right, no there, and he did. All right, so Cavalaria, you have won $50 in BTC, my friend. Congratulations, and I will be sending you $50. I will reach out to you on. I'm gonna follow you right now, and I'm gonna shoot you a DM. Sin City Crypto 1. That is the only one you should respond to. I will only ask for a Bitcoin address, and you have won $50 in Bitcoin. So congratulations to you, my friend. Also, congratulations. I do want to share just real quick. Reports emerge suggesting Mt. Gox creditors are receiving repayments. Some people saying, hey, this is why Bitcoin's dipping. I don't think that's why. Several posts from the Reddit page, Mt. Gox Insolvency, suggest that Mt. Gox has been sending Japanese yen-denominated repayments to users via PayPal. A lot of people saying, hey, this is only part of it, right? Not the entire thing, as is an example of one person who only received $200 out of approximately $1,000 they were owed by Mt. Gox. So as this thing ramps up, Robin, just real quick, do you expect this sell pressure to
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, no. It is going to have sell pressure, but the thing is, there's a ton of buy pressure. Institutions are coming in. They're trying to see these ETFs. There's a lot of speculation for the bull market. You got the halving around the corner. And if there was ever a perfect time for you to sell a ton of Bitcoin into the market, it is now, because there is a need for this Bitcoin. There's also a supply shock as well coming up. And I do want to give one more shout out. A couple new people I spotted here at the last minute. Ethone, Kevin, Bradley, Three Mucho, and Evo. Hola! Welcome.
And I do want to, I see a lot of people. Yeah, in my portfolio, it is right now pretty conservative, right? And there's a reason for that. Got a lot on my plate right now with the studio and what we're trying to do with the business and growing. I'm not trying to get greedy this market cycle, but my others, some strange ones in there as well that could potentially send my portfolio skyrocketing. But again, I do have a plan put in place. About 12.8% of my Bitcoin is in a basket that is going to take those profits and cycle them into the altcoins. Whether you agree that's a right or wrong move, that'll be up to you. I also want to give one last shout out. Channel sponsor, Cam's Blue Wire Technology. You want to learn how they can help your business grow? Visit bluewiretech.com. Also, guys, follow us on Twitter. We post stuff on there, and we give money away sometimes. So congrats to you, Cavalaria, for winning $50. Also, anything else you guys want to say, Ashley? Robin?
I
You've
got
been very
nothing.
quiet today, Ashley.
I'm always quiet.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Robin, you haven't been quiet today.
That is correct.
Wow.
I
Thank you.
I had a lot of cake and
Did you have your cake and eat it too?
What?
who knows. All right, so is there a cricket sound over there? Is there? A
No, I
cricket
don't
button?
think she found it.
There it is.
Really, Ashley? You couldn't
David?
find the bullhorn, but you
Yeah.
found that one? All right, Rocco Jr. Anyways,
All right, do your stupid finger.
with that being said, Finger, I summon you.
What the?
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. We go live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch out for our afternoon video today. Gonna be a good one. Till tomorrow. See you later.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming, hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting